What is so welcome? Let's begin with the ABS website, but however, I'll be joined by Barrister Joseph Ananti to really give attention to the papers. Joseph, what is so welcome?
Thank you. Good morning.
You're welcome.
Okay, let's move straight to the ABS website. What do we have there? Okay, let's go to the first Sun newspaper. What do you have there?
All right, there's this bold headline: 5 Dapchi girls die as Boko Haram frees 105 with riders. Insurgents storm Yobe town in convoy to return abductees, warn parents. With another right there, commendations, Knox greet schoolgirls freedom. Up there we have 2019 election, opposition senators allege clamp down plot. Okay, Barrister, let's take the 5 Dapchi girls die as Boko Haram frees 105. What's your take?
Actually, we must have to say that this government is not really impressing Nigerians. Because if at this point in time we are still talking about the Boko Haram and their plots, I think the federal government will have to sit up. What actually played out yesterday was not palatable at all. Boko Haram to return 105 Dapchi girls unhindered. They came all the way from wherever they were into the Yobe and freely moved away. Somebody will now ask, where are the armies? Where are the police? What is the government actually doing? Because if you create this opportunity for these Boko Haram members, they will definitely come back again. So we will not rejoice now that these girls actually returned. That's very fantastic. But what is the government doing to ensure that this kidnapping will not occur again?
Okay, let's move ahead. Let's go to the next paper, Daily Times.
Oh, well, I have Daily Times, and the banner headline there said almost the same thing. 31 days after federal government rescues 104 Dapchi school girls. With riders down here, 5 died, 2 in Boko Haram's captivity. This is how government should respond, says APC. PDP, no. Abduction state managed by presidency. And then down here, I have this other story that said, federal government moves against Ekweremadu, asks courts to freeze his 23 undeclared assets. You get that story from page 6 of the Daily Times.
I think we've talked about that, cheeky girls, but the reaction of the PDP.
Yes. Let me tell you something. Even some other individuals have reacted. Because when you look at the way the whole thing happened, somebody will conclude that it was state managed, because Mr. President was in Dapchi some days ago or last week, and he predicted that these girls will definitely come out in next 2 weeks. And Mr. President rightly said that they are negotiating. And when you talk of negotiation, it has to do with 3 fundamental elements: offer, acceptance, and consideration. That is business.
And which one do you think that took place here?
All these 3 elements are there. There was an offer, there was acceptance by the federal government, there should be consideration. But to my greatest surprise, yesterday, the information minister came out to say that nothing is changed hands. So he's trying to tell Nigerians that these people carefully came into Yobe, took away 110 girls, followed their vehicles, took them away, fed them 2 weeks, 1 month,
and
carefully and freely return this girl.
And warn their parents not to
and
send them to school
now
again.
want the parents make sure you don't send these people away to school again. So I am saying that the information minister should understand the difference between acting as party spokesman and the national information minister. You should be there to inform Nigerians correctly and truthfully about the situation of things in this country.
Okay, let's go to the next paper, Daily Independent.
All right, still that's bold headlines. They're saying the same thing, but we have to take the riders there. Kudos, Knox Trail, release of Dapchi girls. I want us to take the reaction of so many people there. The first one says 105 release, 5 feared killed. Then article is saying our daughters shouldn't be used as instruments of negotiation. Then Fayoshe is saying release scripted by government, its agents to swindle Nigerians. And another one says war on Boko Haram, now multi-million-dollar business. That's coming from Odumaki. Yes. I think let's look at the reactions there.
And before you look at that, you missed one.
Yes.
I said Boko Haram to Dapchi parents. Don't put your daughters in school again. So they were standing face to face with the parents and then negotiating, telling the daughter, instructing the parents.
Yes, and that is why we must have to bring this issue of Boko Haram to an end. What actually do these people need? They are standing against Western education, and federal government should be able to hold these people. Stand still. The other day, the army came out to tell us that Boko Haram had been defeated. They came up with the language technically. They came up with the language fully degraded, and all these things are coming up. So for Fayoshe to say this is just a script being played out, that Fayoshe may be correct, because I was listening to one of the girls yesterday, and the girl said these people took us to one house, they kept us there. Since that day we came, they did not even do anything, they did not even harass us sexually, and the first day they came in and said, "Wala, stand up, let's go home." Just like that. And these people came, okay, even the Lai Mohammed, the information minister Radley said that these people came home day before yesterday. So the government yesterday now asked them to start coming out, and they now moved down to Abuja for Mr. President to receive. How long? Every day you go down to Abuja, Mr. President will receive you. The next day you go down to Abuja again. This is not funny. This APC government should stop playing with Nigerians. We are getting tired. We see ourselves talking of the same thing every day, every moment.
It is not funny at all.
It's not funny.
Let's go to Guardian newspaper.
Okay. Guardian newspaper here. How 104 abducted Dapchi girls regained freedom by federal government. You may want to get details of that, who have talked so much about that one. Okay. Nigeria, South Africa absent as 44 African countries signed trade deal. It's coming down there here. And I guess that's the much we take from this Guardian newspaper.
Okay. So, can we take a little bit away from the Dapchi issue, because it's like it appeared in all the papers. But, Nigeria, South Africa absent as 44 African countries signed trade deal.
Yes, I think Mr. President ordinarily ought to be in that meeting, but I think he has to stay back as a result of possibly because of the return of Dapchi girl, and I believe also he's trying to make some necessary consultations, because once you sign, you've roped yourself, and I believe if Nigeria will actually go in to join, there will be enough consultation so that we don't make any mistake.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, let's go to Punch newspaper. Thank you.
Right now to the Punch newspapers, it's still the same stories making bold headlines here. Freed 105 Dapchi girls flown to Abuja. But I would like us to really look at this one. FG files suit to seize Kuremado's 22 Abuja, US, Dubai houses. I think that's what we are going to look at for want of time.
That's very good. The point is that if there's any need for federal government to take anybody to court, federal government should do that. And they should stop all this media trial. They should be serious. How many persons have you been able to convict? Courts have given orders. Have you been able to obey it? You are now taking Kuremado and Saraki. What of other people that have committed one thing or the other? The former SGF of this country used 200 million to cut ordinary grass. He was sacked, and we've called severally, let him be prosecuted. The issue of access declaration is concerned with the CCT. If there's anything they think is not moving well with AK Kuremado, they should take him to court.
CCT should take him to court.
No, I mean the federal government should go to CCT and sort it out. But coming to television media to say some of this, I don't even fancy it. Like some days ago, the vice president of this country, I respect so much, came out to tell us that PDP, Jonathan, stole.
You are
a lawyer.
Okay.
You get your facts, go to court, stop all these things. We are not interested in some of these things. If you have your facts, just move down to court. I've said this in several occasions that it is not even normal to still hold Dasuki, because there's what we call vicarious liability. The principal can be jointly or separately joined in a suit for an offense committed by the servant.
All right.
So Dasuki was a servant to Mr. President Jonathan. So if you are taking Dasuki to court, you can as well take Mr. President to court.
Okay, for want of time, let's leave it there. Finally, let's take Tribune. Just in one word, 11 soldiers feared killed by bandits, and INEC fixes April 28 to commence Malay's record process. That's Tribune. I'm reading the one or the.
I think the issue of Dino has gone to Supreme Court. I'm of the considered opinion that the federal government or the INEC will still have to wait. After all, the National Assembly was going on with the amendment, and the court say maintain status quo, and the National Assembly is waiting. So let the INEC as well wait till Supreme Court either upturns the Court of Appeal judgment or holds it. Okay,
thank you very much. That's where we end it today in newspaper review. There's Good Morning Anambra. We want to thank you, Barrister Ananti, for really coming to really join us in this program. However, on the other side of 8 o'clock, we're going to continue with the discussion segment, which is based on Nigeria cannot survive without the North. That is going to be on the other side of 8 o'clock. Stay with us.